That's what happens when we fight softball. Something with head shots, headbutts, and low blows.
And now Michael Clark says low blow, but the referee again says no, it wasn't. Keep fighting.
So he doesn't fight on. So
one thing right now, Michael Clark got to do right now, he got to keep his head. He got to keep cool and get back on his game.
This is the perfect time to have James Toney ringside with us right now for what's going on in there right now.
Yes, I definitely know about all this from a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's
Sharp right hand.
Oh, yeah, just coming with the left hook. He's right there. Every time you fight a softball, right hand, conventional fighter fight a softball. The main thing you want to do, you want to set him up. You want to throw the jab out there. You want to tease with the jab. Just shoot the straight right hand and come automatically back with the left hook. It's a perfect opportunity for any conventional fighter to knock out a softball. But they always fall it. They don't see the blind shot at all.
Can this play with Clark's head in terms of thinking that the referee's not giving him a fair shake?
Definitely. He's in the guy's backyard. You know, and the referee Jack Reese is a respectable referee. I know he's gonna do his job, so he should. I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be no problem there, but he's gonna play in his mind because he's gonna think that the guy's in his home corner.
Hey James, I want to thank you for taking the time to be with us here, and once again, not only a great victory, but a really well-deserved victory.
Hey Barry, you're a rich man. Y'all gentlemen of Scott. I love you guys. I watch you guys every Sunday.
Thanks for being with us, man. James Toney joining us. You're going to see a lot more of this guy, folks.
Best boxing team on TV right now, y'all. Love you guys, man.
Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
The referee already, by holding, that can take 1 point away from you. But you can't give him a slam. You gotta go round, okay? Round, Steve. This is the only way you're gonna win. Is for you.
He doesn't have anything.
Was the other one?
He doesn't have anything. He's waiting for you to come in to counter with the punch.
You're fucking nice. Look at, he grabbed you.
Can I see that again?
That's some difference, man. When you're boxing, they're beautiful.
That was sick.
Oh yeah, that one's low too. Yeah.
So this second one was a little low. Yeah. So the referee was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I still give it around Clark.
Sure. All right. All right, watch the right hand go to the hip. This is the first low blow, an unusual call. And now the second one. Look where the referee is here. He is, at that point, he is totally blocked from seeing that was a low blow. It was, in fact, a low blow, but he could not see it. So how could he call it, being in the position that he was, referee Jack Reese?
And Bonzel Johnson actually went over and talked to the referee after that round. So in the end, nothing really transpired. But it clearly was a low blow, and he should have had some time to recover.
Hold that left hand with the right uppercut.
In the meantime, Michael Clark is fighting a heck of a good fight, I think.
Yes, and Quinones is going to have a difficult time here keeping his winning streak intact.
Now you had it even on your card. I have Clark actually with a 2-round edge right now. I've given the last 5 rounds to Clark, but again, very close, could go either way. Right now, let's go to Sean O'Grady, champ.
Thanks, guys. A guy that knows a little bit about boxing, Bonzel Johnson. Bonzel, what are you seeing in there?
Well, I'm saying the only time Mike getting hit is when he raised it up, he getting hit with right hooks. And anything up in the air, this guy throwing looping punches.
That's why you changed his strategy between the first and second. You had to go in, right?
Exactly. He's still pulling up too much. Quit pulling up, Mike!
What do you mean by pulling up? When he steps back?
When he steps back, he pulls up in the air instead of coming out low and getting under looping shots.
Between rounds, you visited the referee. What did you say to him?
The guy hit him twice low already. The referee says nothing to him. He says he pulled his hair down, but I didn't see that. The guy hit him low twice.
How do you try to control that?
That's not what you do. I told Mike don't clench. I told him to close up inside instead of clenching.
Yeah. And he's showing his guts. He's a very tough kid.
Mike, he's great. He's going to win this fight. Mike.
They got a long way to go. Uphill battle in this corner. They know it too. Bonzel Johnson has experience, guys.
Well, I got him winning this fight so far. Quinones, I feel, though, Rich, having a little better round here.
Real good advice, I thought, from Bonzel Johnson.
Let's go.
He's a pro, Bonzel
He's
Johnson.
a good one. You're going to learn stuff from guys like that in your corner. Bonzel, the Eddie Mustafa Muhammad.
Absolutely. Freddie Roach.
Let him go, Michael. Let him go. Fight out of it.
Right out of it.
Down, Clark.
Freddie Roach, of course, the trainer of James Toney. It was interesting to talking to Tony in the corner last week. Coach was when he won the championship. Just how calm Freddie was and going, now listen, son. Just somebody calling James Toney's son. It just has an odd ring to it.
I'm not sure Freddie Roach that much older than, if at all, older than James Toney. This has been another very, very close and very combative round.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Short up inside. Short shot inside. Work inside, okay? Close up, man.
Sundays at 8 p.m. Beyond the Glory's third season takes you inside the hidden world of sports' biggest stars. Beyond the Glory, Sundays at 8, only on Fox Sports Net. And we are in round 8. Steve Quinones and Michael Clark, and it has been a very entertaining fight so far, and I think a very difficult fight to score.
We've had, of course, Quinones in nothing but entertaining fights. He walked right into those punches there. Steve, to me, not as sharp as he was against Antonio Ramirez. Having a much more difficult time of it here tonight. And that one wasn't easy.
He seems to be getting a little bit frustrated, too. Just not quite able to figure out that riddle that's in front of him. Also swelling a little bit, not a lot, but...
Top and bottom.
I have Quinones barely ahead. Barry has Clark barely ahead. It figures it's close one way or the other.
Right.
I like that right hand that Clark throws. He kind of squares up and throws that right to the southpaw. Sometimes as a lead, sometimes as a counter. He's had good success with it here.
Come on, man. Don't come up high.
You're right, Barry. That right eye puffing up is no good.
Get under shot, man.
Close quarters.
Sean, what about the puffiness that a fighter when the eye puffs? Does it inhibit really your visibility if you're still seeing out of it, even though it's puffy?
Not at all. Your vision is coming out of your pupil, so it comes out there. You don't know you're swelled until somebody tells you in your corner, or it swells completely shut. One of the two. But as long as you can see out of that pupil, you're fine. The difficulty he's having right now is once that starts swelling and gets loose up there, when you breathe through your nose, it blows air into that swelling pocket, which can cause it to swell even more. So you have to try to breathe through your mouth and at the same time keep your mouth closed. If it's open, you get broken jaw. Breathe around your teeth.
And if
But
you
he
can
is
breathe
just-
through your ears, it would really alleviate those problems.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, big right
Never
hook.
did that.
With my ears, I'm still working on that one.
You can do it all.
Clark may be hurt.
Another excellent round.
Yeah, let me see it again if you have time.
Takes that step to the left.
Number 9, you
All right.
fine? Number 9, how you feeling? Second down, mouthpiece in. Second down, let's go. Stevie.
This is an interesting sequence. It shows you how tricky Clark can be. Watch him. There it is. You see him drag that foot. It just came right over here, and now he's going to be able to bring the right hand up to land as a result of that pivot. Very interesting. That's a good veteran move there, Sean.
Yeah, it's a move that's been trained to him. I mean, that's what you learn in places like the Kronk. You learn from the old veteran boxers, the trainers that know how to teach you a pivot like that. Extremely important. You maneuver to a different, more advantageous strategical position. That's just what he did. General Schwarzkopf would have been proud of that.
Touch him. Keep turning him.
Really trying to keep it technical is what Clark is trying to do.
Keep turning him, man. Keep turning him.
Slow the pace down. Remember that pace in the first round? Quinones came out and stormed in the first round, downstairs to the body, then good combinations to the head.
Low blow, another low blow. Let's see if Reese takes a point away from him. He said it's not a point.
That could be real
It's
costly.
accidental, you push his glove into your groin. Just going to give him a minute. Stay there.
Reese, the referee, said it's accidental and you pushed his glove into your groin.
Just give him a second to rest.
He's giving him a second to rest, but he's not
Tell me when
taking
you're ready, we'll
a
let it
point
go.
away from him.
You ready? Get up. Get up, man.
Jack Reese is telling him to get up, and he's not.
Get up. Okay, give me your hands. Give me your hands. Good. Go to that corner.
Wow, I think Michael Clark was a moment away from being stopped right there.
Very close, yeah.
Referee told him twice to get up, and he just sat there on one knee.
Oh, he's fighting back. Michael Clark is tough.
Both these guys are tough.
Yeah, Quinones sees the window of opportunity open. Look how aggressive Quinones is here. Window is open. You know, by that 8th and 9th round, fighters can get through those rounds. Really the dangerous round. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel in a 12-round fight. Stop wrestling. Jack Reese, the referee. Corner of Clark wants him to touch him. They want him to use that jab, touch him, keep him out there on the end of your punches.
And now Clark is slapping with his punches. Remember Quinones told us he slaps with his punches. I haven't seen much of it all night until right there.
This is a very important fight for these two. Both are on the periphery of a top 10 ranking. They've both fought really excellent competition and recently beaten good competition. I mean, the guy that wins this fight takes a big step, and I think it's close.
I agree. Coming to the end of round 9, we're going 12.
You don't have nothing now. He's fine now, son.
Did you hear my decision?
Scoring could be over.
You hit him one time here.
Left, brother.
And we'll probably have an argument.
You don't have anything now.
At Trump 29.
At 12:20.
Lee Espinosa's talking to him. Man, he's filling his ears.
Round 10. Round 10.
Again, it continues to be a very, very close fight, and a fight in which you can make an argument for each fighter in virtually every round. So with this being left in the hands of the judges, should it be so, it's going to be very interesting to hear the verdict.
Again, this is a tough fight today for Quinones. 2 tough fights in 6 weeks. Long distance. 12 rounds, and this one probably going 12. I would definitely not bring him back in 6 weeks again. I think this is a little too soon for him to be in there right now fighting this kind of fight.
Well, remember what he told us today when we talked about how important this fight is and what he felt if he had a loss. He said, I may as well just quit.
Sure, and it's a much more difficult fight for him, for Quinones, because he has to chase his opponent. Whereas in the fight with Ramirez and his most recent opponents, they've come to Steve. Steve just stands there and waits for them to come in, and he attacks him. Now he's got to attack, hunt down his opponent, and then try to beat him. For Clark, him too. This is a fighter that's in his face all night. He's coming after him. Clark just steps back, tries to sharpshoot him, pick him off with the punches like that.
He's looking to load up with an uppercut. He did get there on Quinones just a moment ago. Caught Quinones on the way in with an uppercut. I think that got Quinones' attention.
Sure it did. That's a difficult punch to protect against. The uppercut. Oh,
both got there.
You can see the power in those punches. Hear it, feel it.
Quinones trying to get a rhythm here, Barry. You can tell by the way he's kind of bouncing on his feet, coming forward, trying to pick up his activity level a little bit, trying to find a fast rhythm to beat Clark. He's got a tough guy in front of him.
Oh, sure. Sometimes in fights, too, you fall asleep. The pace gets slowed, and you fall asleep as a fighter. What you have to do is change the speed, change the tempo. That's what Quinones is trying to do here, trying to shake out. See these moves here, the feints in there? I'm telling you, this is a different fighter than we've seen in the past. He carries himself so much different now as a fighter inside the ropes. Still learning, 32-year-old Steve Quinones.
I think even this round, Rich, is still, even in these last 10 seconds, could be decided in those final 10 ticks.
Remember those 3rd and 4th rounds that were so close? We talked about even rounds way back then will be crucial.
It'd be interesting to see how many rounds we actually saw the same way. I bet there aren't too many. Although
Now listen to me. Every time you hit with the uppercut, you wobble this guy. So you got time on this guy to come in. Don't leave with the uppercut, but when he come in, Lord, you just step back and rip it. You hurt him every time you do it. But after you do it, I mean,
oh, thank you for that.
Feel better? Shouldn't have had that pizza at lunch.
Urgency.
That's great. Urgency. Oh my God. There's a visual for you.
You'll get an idea of what Michael Clark is looking at here. Bring it right into your living room. Duck, Michael. Comes right back. Tough fight between these two tonight.
Stop.
Very close fight, too. Almost had it. We were talking about it the last round about how close this fight was. Vongel Johnson in the corner of Clark saying, I think we found a weakness. Use the uppercut. Use more uppercuts. Let's see if he follows direction. That's a great weapon to use, especially with a fighter like Steve Quinones.
I thought he caught him on the way in with one earlier in that last round, and he came back with it again. It didn't get quite as good. But
it's really kind of funny when we talk to Quinones. to get his description of what it felt like to be hit and KO'd by Mickey Ward with that body punch. He described it as a guy as not having the wind knocked out of him, but just like somebody grabbing his throat and clutching it, and everything getting tight all of a sudden. An amazing description of what it was like to get hit with a Mickey Ward body punch.
And he's not the only guy.
No. Got plenty of company there.
So now I can hear the crowd react, and even though nothing's happening here, the interesting thing to me is, will that affect the judges?
Well, he's trying bulldogging Michael Clark here.
Well, this is the kind of pressure he was using in that first round that gave Quinones a big first round. Wobbling Clark.
So now, again, Clark slapping that left hand.
Clark does his best work from the outside, and he's able to pinpoint his punches. Clark's a good fighter. So is Quinones.
All right, stop. My break. Step back there 2 steps.
Quinones says he just has that underdog's mentality. He said every day is different. He says, I always train like I'm the underdog.
That's it, Clark. Keep going, keep going. Combinations. 1, 2, 3, more. In and out.
Stop. Break. Step back clean.
There you go.
Oh, sharp right hand. Big runners in the way.
Stop. Break.
This last minute has really been owned by Michael Clark.
That's it, Clark.
We're coming to the end of the 11th round. 1 round remaining, and who knows, because the outcome might not be decided in these final 3 minutes.
Win this one to close the show. Let's go home with the belt.
Look, son, you are the champ. All you have to do is go out here, don't get careless. That's all I'm telling you. This is your last round. This is your fight. Beat the guy to the punch. But when you get done, Mike, only thing he can ever hit you with now is something loose. That's all he got left. My lips. My lips.
Man, work uppercuts from the body up, bro. If you can.
Once it lays down,
Marcos Caballeros. Final round coming up. Giving Quinones some encouragement. You know, with that final round, you go into the final round thinking to yourself, I just want to put my gloves on my opponent's face. Not try to knock him out. I want to build up the points, get as many punches in to win that final round. I can rest tomorrow.
How do you have this fight so far, Rich?
I gave that last round to Michael Clark, and so at this point, you see I have him up by a point. 6 rounds to 5.
I have him up by 3 points, so in my humble opinion, which means absolutely nothing, I want you to understand that.
Of course, the judges will all have Quinones by 7.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think it's going to be tough to get a hometown decision here.
Stop. Step back clean.
Michael Clark says, I understand that. I'm a road warrior. I fight many hometowns of my opponents.
Well, Quinones is coming faster at the start of the round and fighting like a guy who thinks maybe I am behind or maybe the fight is on the line. He's looking to go after Clark here.
And it's his title. You know the old adage in boxing, for a champion to lose his title, a challenger really has to take it from him. How much will that play into the minds of the judges?
Stop. Break.
Well, I think Clark has fought every round. I think both guys have fought every round.
Both
Don't
of
get me
them,
wrong.
yeah. Sure. Both of them trying to sharpshoot. Oh, big body shot. Quinones.
Stop. Wrestling. Step back. Let each other go.
Not much time left. You can feel the sense of urgency. Oh, big right hook.
It was, but he took about 4 before he gave the right hand.
Yeah. Where's that jab going to Clark's tonight? He's concentrated. He's got a good jab. He's showing it in this round.
There you go.
His right hand has been his best punch tonight. That straight right.
It's yours, baby.
Stop. My break. Step back.
He's first, Mike. He's first to get up.
Inside 30 seconds, this fight could be determined in this round. Final 30 seconds, you really poured everything you have into the final 30. Try to steal the eye of the judges.
Been a good fight.
Has been.
Good match.
5 seconds left.
End of the fight, throw your arms up. Arms in the air.
Yeah, they're both going to go around probably thinking they won.
Well, it is in the hands of the judges. I think we probably both feel that Clark won the fight, but again, nothing would surprise me here. There were a lot of very, very close rounds, so we won't play judge. We'll just wait and hear what they have to say. Got it. I got it. Amy's not even in the ring yet, though. Welcome you back. Our main event is in the books as we are here on the desert. You take a look right here at Joshua Tree National Park. Really a very beautiful site.